I've spent the last few weeks researching something that could quietly change the way the internet works. And it's not another altcoin or another airdrop farm. Something much deeper. A new internet standard called X402. And here's why I think this might be one of the most important updates to the web in decades. Before I go further, this video is for educational purposes only and it's not financial advice. And please, do subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and continue delivering videos like this. Let's start. So, imagine this, an AI agent that can pay for data, hire another agent, and complete an entire transaction, all without a human ever touching a keyboard. That's not sci-fi anymore. That's literally what Coinbase just launched with the X402 Protocol. Now, if you've never heard of it before, don't worry. It's brand new. Even inside crypto circles, people are only starting to realize what this means. So, let's break it down in the simplest way possible. The internet we use today was built for humans, not for machines. Think about how we pay for things online. You find a service, sign up for an account, agree to terms, pick a subscription plan, type in your card number, and only then do you get access. That entire flow assumes a human being is behind the screen. But an AI agent like ChatGPT or your own trading bot can't do any of that. It doesn't have an ID, it doesn't have a credit card, and it definitely doesn't want a monthly plan. Maybe it just needs one piece of data, one time. Right now, the web doesn't have a native way for machines to pay machines. It was designed for eyeballs and ad clicks, not autonomous software. That's the gap X402 is trying to fill. When I first read about it, the thing that jumped out at me wasn't just the tech. It was how simple the idea really is. Every time your browser loads a website, it uses something called HTTP status codes. You've definitely seen one before. 404, not found. It's just how servers and browsers talk. But there's another code that's been sitting unused since the early 90s. It's called 402, payment required. For 30 years, that little code was like an empty socket waiting for someone to plug something into it. Now, Coinbase finally did. They turned 402 into X402, an open standard that lets any machine on the internet pay another machine directly using crypto. Here's how it goes. Let's say your AI trading bot wants to pull a premium stock market data feed that costs a few cents. It sends a normal web request to the server. The server replies, "No payment required," with the classic 402 code. But this time, there's more. The message includes a price tag. For example, pay 1 cent in USDC on the base network to this wallet address. Your AI agent sees the message, builds a real on-chain payment transaction, signs it with its wallet, and automatically retries the same request, this time attaching proof of payment. The server verifies it on-chain, sees that the payment went through, and replies with that 200 OK, which means success. Data unlocked, transaction complete, all in one handshake. It's like a vending machine for the internet, except instead of snacks, it's spitting out data, compute power, or access rights, whatever digital resource your agent asked for. When I first heard this idea, my immediate thought was, wait, why didn't we do this earlier? And the answer is simple: fees. Until recently, doing micropayments on-chain was just too expensive. You couldn't pay a penny in Ethereum gas fees to buy something that costs a penny. But now we have a low-fee networks like Base, Arbitrum, and Optimism. Transactions cost fractions of a cent. Suddenly, microeconomies like this actually make sense. That's why we're seeing real traction. In October 2025 alone, X402 logged over 499,000 on-chain payments in just 1 week, a jump of nearly 10,000% from the month before. Cloudflare even announced an X402 Foundation partnerships to help standardize the protocol and integrate it into their agent SDKs. So this isn't some speculative white paper. It's already live traffic on the internet. But payments are only half the story. Because once your AI agent can pay for something, there's another big question. How does it know who to trust? If your bot needs help analyzing financial data, how can it find another bot that's qualified and not a scam? That's where ERC 8004, also known as Trustless Agents, comes in. If X402 is the vending machine's coin slot, ERC 8004 is the map and rating system for all those vending machines. It gives every agent an on-chain identity, a reputation score, and a validation history that anyone can check. Think of it as Yelp for AI agents, except it's permissionless and public. Every job an agent completes updates its record, proving reliability over time. Other agents can also vouch for it, a decentralized form of reviews. Together, X402 and ERC 8004 give us the two building blocks we need for a real machine economy: money flow and trust. Let me give you a concrete example that stuck with me. Say your research agent needs to write a report about Brazil's coffee bean harvest. It goes first to the ERC 8004 registry, searches for agents with high reputation scores for agricultural data, and finds one. Then it sends a request. I need the last 48 hours of coffee price data formatted as a spreadsheet. That agent replies with a 402 payment required. That'll be 3 cents in USDC. Your agent signs the payment using X402, sends proof of payment, and instantly receives the spreadsheet file. That whole interaction, discovery, payment, delivery, happened without a human ever logging in. It's literally software hiring other software. Now, let's zoom out, because this changes more than just how AI tools talk to each other. It changes the business model of the internet. Today, everything is subscription based. You either pay a flat monthly fee or give away your data in exchange for free services. X402 enables true pay-per-use measured down to the millisecond or byte. Imagine paying 1 cent to generate a single AI image, or half a cent to access one dataset, or a few cents to query a DeFi oracle. No middleman, no platforms taking cuts. For data providers, it means a brand new monetization model. Charge exactly what your research is worth. For users, it means access to anything, anytime, without being locked into contracts. And for crypto as a whole, it means more stablecoin adoption, more on-chain transactions, and potentially new demand for base layer blockchains like Ethereum and Base. 21 shares called X402 a possible killer app for stablecoins because it gives them an actual utility outside of trading. They become the native money of the AI web. When you connect the dots, it starts to look like this is the missing layer between AI and blockchain. AI gave us intelligent agents. Crypto gave us decentralized value transfer. X402 and ERC 8004 connects the two. It's like giving software a wallet and a brain. And that combination can lead to some wild possibilities. Autonomous bots that trade data sets, freelancer agents that get paid per task, machine-to-machine supply chains running 24/7 without middleman. If this scales, we're talking about a new internet economy, not run by people, but by software. Now, let me be clear. It's not all smooth sailing. First, regulation. If AI agents start sending crypto payments around the world, what happens to AML and KYC compliance? Governments are already nervous about anonymous transactions, and now we're adding autonomous ones. Second, security. These agents will be storing wallets, signing transactions, and handling data, all of which need rock-solid protection against exploit or key leaks. And finally, adoption. While X402 already has hundreds of thousands of payments on-chain, it's still early. Developers need to integrate it, and users need to trust it. Still, that's how every major internet standard started. HTTP, SMTP, even TCP/IP. They all began as technical footnotes before becoming the rails we can't live without. After digging into all this, I think X402 and ERC 8004 could quietly become the plumbing of Web3's era. This isn't about hype, it's about infrastructure. The boring but crucial layer that makes everything else possible. In the same way, PayPal gave e-commerce its payment layer in the 2000s. X402 could give the AI web its transaction layer in the 2020s. And Coinbase is smart for open sourcing it instead of keeping it closed. That's how real standards grow, through collaboration, not control. We're watching the internet change again. From a web of humans to a web of machines that can earn, spend, and trust each other. And once that machine economy kicks off, I think it's going to make crypto a lot more interesting. And if you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one.